Hey, guess what, everybody? I'm still waiting to get in the game. Yeah! Having a lot of fun with this one today. It's been a good weekend. Been queuing up. March month is Q month. It's been really nice. Oh, 318 is gonna go down in history, isn't it? It's exciting. It's a big deal patch, and it was a big deal patch. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny we always talk about like things that happened back near like the 3.0, 2.0 days. Now we get another one of those moments when all the people who are here for this are going to get to, you know, in 3 years time when we're in alpha 3.20.18, you know, whatever number we have. Everybody can whip out their old man pants, old woman pants, and be like, back in my day, we couldn't play the game for a whole weekend. Except for those darn streamers. I'm happy that I got past the main menu, you know? I can see the loading screen, so that's progress from last time I was streaming. But I think today, we're probably not really going to touch on this. In fact, I'm guessing if you're here, you came because of today's subject of conversation. Turn that down a little bit. Today, we're talking about engineering and all of the things related. So that includes multi-crew gameplay, how they've discussed it over the years. We've got videos going back to 2020, 2019, 2021, and of course, this year. We'll be touching on engineering and how it applies to outposts and ships, as well as obviously just the components and stuff. And we'll be looking a little bit at the fire hazard and how that developed over the years in line with resource management. And now they're kind of meshing together to become the engineering profession. So today's kind of like a retrospective. We're going to go back in time a little bit. Take a step back with me. Throw on my Carl Sagan voice. My Neil deGrasse Tyson voice. Oh, take a step back. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we're going to go back and look at a bunch of different stuff about this. It's not going to be a long stream, guys. We're hanging out. I'm going to see a couple times if we can log into the game. Maybe if we do, we hijack the stream and go play the game a little bit. But other than that, we're chilling. It's a Monday. You guys know how it is. I'm seeing some support over on Twitch, guys. Thanks. Appreciate you. Thank you, Drayson. Thank you, Orange Joe. Orange Joe! He's shaking in chat. Appreciate both of you for the subs over there. How's everybody's weekend? Did you get through it? Did you have to go outside? Play different games? I actually didn't play anything. Kind of just laid around, worked a little bit on a video. Decided I'm not going to do an engineering video this week. I'm actually going to do a video on soft death. So anybody who's in the Discord, keep an eye out this week. I'm going to do a couple of groups. We're going to go out and do some filming of like blowing up ships, taking the cargo from inside, showing off what soft death is. I'd like to do a video on that later this week. So join us if you're interested in that kind of stuff. What's up, Punji? I see you, Toes in the chat. Yes, how you doing? Sketo, good to see you. Briggs, NB Productions, Sinric. Oi, Reese, how you doing, Toes Gang? The servers are not playable from what I know. Well, okay, I won't say that. There, a lot of people are playing the game. I have not been able to so far, but a lot of people are getting in. Back in my day, all we had was a hanger. All I had was a hanger and a PTV. Y'all whippersnappers. Status page also says a major outage right now. I would not have guessed. Wouldn't have guessed. You actually managed to get in a little bit, Lanier? It was kind of on fire a lot. Oh, geez. So it's not playing well in the back? When you actually get into the game, it's still kind of rough. Yo, Stream Santa Ace Hambone, how you doing, dude? Thanks for the 10. Appreciate you. Welcome to Monday. Cool, but you can't get login. Yeah. It's a bummer. You tried playing on Saturday and it was interesting. Did you get in, Corbin? Because that's pretty cool. Sneebiats, how you doing? There's a good video you watched, and after 2 days of 19k errors, you got in after doing what the video showed you. There are a lot of theories of how to get into the game. All the secrets. I'm going with regular old streamer privilege and hoping that makes it work. I've been told it should be functioning. In the meantime, though, like I said, let's look into engineering. First, I want to start with fire. If you look at the recent video that we got, they showed an awful lot about how fire can spring up as a problem in the engineering profession. So this is a video that they released last week. Just kind of talking about where engineering is going. If you didn't see this, I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. If you're at the stream, we watched this last week as well. We're just diving deeper in now.
On your ship, and actively being something like you standing in front of the item and using your fire extinguisher to bring down the temperature of the item. And if it's too cold, you can use a flamethrower or blowtorch.
Okay, so super quick, sort of detailed to throw in there. It's just one part of engineering, but I think it's interesting that we don't get any other chance to see something like this, not even in the finished stage, right? This is still literally just a design brief, but to see something like this being implemented as content, as a feature, and actually have gotten the chance to watch it get to that point, it took a while, but we saw this all the way from the beginning. So I thought we should go back and look at it, because I think this is one of the best parts of covering Star Citizen, in my opinion. You just get to see all the stages.
And if that's not...
By the way, this is a video from June 18th, 2020. It's about 3 years ago almost.
Hot enough for you? On our last sprint report, we showcased the early explorations of fire propagation tests for Star Citizen and Squadron 42, and we're back with another update. Now, after starting with voxels, the VFX team is now laying the groundwork for a functional entity-based prototype that can track things like temperature, fuel amount, fire and smoke intensity per entity, and incorporate those into systemic propagation. What you're seeing here now is a fire volume that starts at the ignition point and grows from there, using entities that allow for mesh spawning, which will then in turn allow fire and smoke particles to spawn directly from the surface of an item's geometry. The team's next step is allowing propagation from voxels to entities and vice versa. But honestly, this still just kind of looks like a pyromaniac's paradise to me.
It does look kind of fun. It reminds me of Far Cry. But the cool part about this early demo that they were doing here, because clearly this is all just engineering work. They're not doing any sort of design. There's no VFX really going on besides the basic sprites they had there. It's cool that it can measure the fuel that's available to it. So that could be the fuel that maybe they're saying is on the desk itself, or there could be oxygen. I don't know. But the fuel, the temperature of the area, all of that stuff is actually changing based on the fire and how it's burning and how it's moving. And that's kind of hinting towards what we started to see with the engineering this last week. Thanks. There are more subs on Twitch, y'all. Appreciate you. Monday fun day, huh? That's kind of dumb. Monday, Sunday, very cloudy. Can't also call it Sunday. That's just dumb. Monday subs. Thank you, Soulscream. Appreciate you. And anonymous gifter, whoever you may be. Space Pyromaniac. Yeah. Love setting fires in space. Finally made it out to space. What am I going to do? I'm going to set something on fire. All right. Here's another video that they did on fires. This was from 2021. And this is actually, I think, a VFX sort of highlight. But it's still kind of cool because it shows how different parts of the ship will burn in different ways, depending on what they're made of.
In wrapping up our look at VFX this week, the team has returned from a brief hiatus away from fire propagation to create their version of a concept. A cinematic look dev, if you will, at the goals for fire propagation utilizing the tech features and progress already in hand. What you see here is a basic electrical fire in a relatively high-tech environment, exploring the type of propagation effects the team are currently pursuing. Now, as a test exclusively for how the fire moves and spreads throughout the ship, there are still a number of limiting visual factors here, like the still outstanding shader work that will one day make the fire feel even more alive than it already does. As the fire moves across the white surface that is flammable, you can see it dripping down to ignite the same surface below, while interacting with the black, glass-like surface on the ceiling that is understandably resistant. Combined with the heat and noxious gases affecting players via the actor status system, it's an exciting look ahead at some of the new dangers and hazards players will encounter and have to deal with on a regular basis as Star Citizen's development continues. But before we let you go, let's jump ahead and see what happens when you ignore the fire and let it go about its business for about half an hour.
So he said that was kind of a visual concept, not really the actual effects. But that's what they're going for, and I think that's kind of what we're going to start to see from situations that they're already showing in these videos that we saw last week, is that well, even between not even just this, like, what was this, last year we started seeing stuff about how fire was going to eat the oxygen and how that would tie into the room system, and how as an engineer you'd have to balance life support to make sure the oxygen isn't being eaten up by the fire. So it's all kind of tied in together, and it's cool that we got to see the fire stuff happen in the meantime. Before we move on to engineering and all that stuff with the outposts, hello everybody who got in here since we started on the fire. We're going over all the stuff that led to engineering gameplay, with obviously a final look at what they're going to do with engineering. That includes like resource management and different things that they've talked about over the years when it comes to components. Hope you enjoy a little chat, because I'm not getting into the game. It's probably not happening today. So, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for, I see people following and subscribing. Appreciate you. Hope you come back for more. Ethnification, good to see you. What's up, Scape? 07 buddy. Hey, Space Wombat. How you doing? Your condolences and respect for everyone in the 318 trenches while you have to watch from the sidelines, Bunny. You and me both. You and me both. Glad to catch a stream. Can't wait for flamethrowers. Garrett. Can we keep an eye on Garrett here? All right. Good to see you, though. Thanks for coming into chat. Welcome. As a player, we are going to need guns, guns, ammo, food, medication, water, fire extinguishers, tractor beam guns, and flamethrowers. Yeah, that's why a crew is going to be helpful with this game. Rebel, good to see you. How am I? Doing okay. We're in the middle of some things right now. Make some announcements on that. That's probably actually going to shake up the work schedule a little bit as we go further into April. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know when everything is kind of finalized and we know what's going on over the next month. But yeah, we're doing okay. Hanging out. We got family in town. Did I ever check that VFX recruiting video? It showed fire. Is that the one that was leaked per se last year? I did not look at that. Over on YouTube, you don't need to carry a fire extinguisher. Most of the ships have a holder for them. Yeah, that's fair. What else do we need to carry? Ooh, toothbrush. Toothbrush sounds useful. The citizen brush, they call it. Pops out of your Moby glass. You just sit here like this and it... Pretty useful. It's an extra $5 to your pledge, though. All right, so moving on. The first... We're kind of jumping into outposts as well here. And I'll show you this whole thing, because for anybody who wasn't here back in, what was this, 2020? A lot of the things that we're starting to see now come in with engineering and salvage, and even things like the entity graph and Gen 12 were very popular topics in 2020. And a couple of the things like the outposts and this fire hazard thing were both introduced in that year. So it's cool to see that kind of come into a full cycle now, 3 years later. But the main focus with this video that I'm about to show you is the later stuff, and just the way that they are clearly showing their early ideas for having engineering components on these sketches, which I'll point out. But I figured we should watch the whole segment here because it is kind of cool to see. This is the very first time we ever heard about this new style of outpost. Back then, we had no idea that they were planning on expanding ground locations like that. So here you go.
Finally, several weeks ago, we showcased some initial concept explorations
Okay, sorry. This would be the second time because we already saw these 2D sketches.
for homesteads, frontier housing to be found out in the wilderness areas of undeveloped planets and
Not gonna lie, I hope some of these sketches still make it into the game at some point. This one right here gives me the, you know that movie? Give me that movie, folks. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? M83 did the soundtrack for it. It's very good. Tom Cruise, future stuff, white ship, AI and space station. What was it? Oblivion. You guys remember? Yeah. Oblivion. This gives me Oblivion vibes. I would love to see something like that at some point. There's actually a lot of stuff they still have to do to, yeah, we're tangenting, folks. Yeah, here we go. Hopping into a tangent. This is actually a really short one. I got a picture here though for this one. There's a lot of stuff they still have to do in terms of like assets. So this is supposedly like microtech kind of stuff. This high-tech architecture. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. And then we have utilitarian, which is supposed to be like R-Corp and Lorville kind of style. And then there's also supermodernism, Henoism, metaclassism, classicism, streamline, and colonialism, which is kind of, I think, what we're supposed to be getting with this frontier stuff. As you can see, the descriptor says frontier vibe. So I'm thinking we still have a few different types or like archetypes of stuff that we're going to see in the game. So hopefully we do see more of those 2D styles because these look cool. And call CR and tell him to fix the game. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Hey. Yeah, I know you're probably busy. No, it's nothing. It's not important. Really just get to it when you have the time. But Star Citizen's broken. Yeah. No, Reese let me know. He's in chat. Yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't aware. No, I haven't even tried to play. It's, not that time of the year. Okay. Yeah. May? Okay. All right, sounds good. Cool. Yeah, Reese, he said go buy a ship. Sorry, buddy. Don't know what to do. Wait till May, Invictus Week. See you then. Dude, I don't know. But let's watch this stuff with the outposts because that's more fun.
frontier housing to be found out in the wilderness areas of undeveloped planets and moons. And there were a lot to choose from. So the next step has been to turn some of those 2D sketches that we really liked into 3D sketches in Blender to further explore.
Yo, doesn't this look like a... Hold on.
Or the shape
Wait for it to get past chat. Right here, right next to chat. Doesn't this look kind of like a stovetop building? Little Bunsen burner building.
As many different angles as possible, and to begin to build out a library of kit bash options for us to play with.
So all I was talking about before was like you can kind of see they have all of these little components and stuff attached to these bases. They've been planning this into bases very early on.
Perhaps with a patching motif.
Does look like Tatooine kind of stuff.
Of use instead of the outright replacement of components that could keep them looking newer. As far as shape language, these efforts will also be used to help us land on a specific direction of cubical, conical, spherical, or some mix therein. Like most concepts, these visual explorations are just as important in figuring out what we do want as determining what we do not. Also under consideration are the materials that would be used to make these structures, as there's a desire within the team here to make the materials found in the walls or rooftops appear as if they were sourced.
Oh, made it to the main menu. Can we join on anybody? All right, let's see what happens. Best of luck.
From the planet where any homestead is found whenever possible. Overall, this is one of the most enjoyable periods for any concept artist. A time where it's more about exploring primitive forms and building shape.
It does feel like they
relationships.
moved a little bit away from these bases as they got further into the game. Like you can see it, it's still there, but like these really wide circular ones, I don't know if we have seen that much in the footage. In fact, I think we've got, let me see if I can look up some of the latest footage we've seen of the outposts and see what they look like. So like, oh, that's pretty dark. Can barely even, okay, and it's gone. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Kind of got one of them here. It's not huge though. Oh my gosh, what? I'm in game! Whoa! Folks, we did it! Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Somebody hacked something. I'm in the game. Wow. Is this how they get you? Check the terminals. I just want to take first steps first. This is it. This is what it feels like. Star Citizen 318. Wow. It was the call to prayer. I'm so excited. All right, I guess we're not doing engineering. We'll see if the game is working. If the game is working, we're going to change up the stream. And I'm going to go out and what I want to do is get started with my new player account. But since it's been so rough to get in, I haven't even tried with that account. Well, I've tried, haven't gotten in. So instead, I guess what we'll just do is go out and do some salvaging maybe first, just to see if everything's working out. But so far, so good. Most broken patch you've seen yet? There's nothing on the door there. Let's see if this kiosk is working. Looks like... Can I buy this? No. Ah! Okay, cool. We can buy it. Oh, we can't. What? We can? That was weird. Hi. That was they faked me out there. Somebody's home. How was it? Good. Okay, so buying is working, and the kiosk was working, and my Moby Glass is working. I'm assuming we're good. Mrs. Tomato's cousin's in town, so they went to some Turkish baths today. Have a little relaxing day together. I can't believe the game's working. Is 318 actually here? Can I call my ship though? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Keep hitting me with the roadblocks, why don't you? You've been stuck at Crew L1 for 2 days. Reminds me of back in the day when everybody was stuck at Levski. Y'all remember that? Lagski? The exodus of Levski? Yeah, Loyalist. I got in! I did it! We have to see if the game's going to work for me, though. Oh, the train! Now I can start filming again for my videos. Ah, gosh. This is good. Look at that! I can even get dressed. Boom, bang. There goes a undersuit, new helmet. All right, this stuff's actually working. This helmet looks ridiculous without armor on. My head looks so large. Folks, I'm feeling good. Already, and I know, first day, but given how crazy it's already been, I can say 100% without a doubt this is the best that a live server has ever run for me. Now, I've gotten a computer upgrade in the last couple of months, but 317.5 did not run this well for me. Just in terms of frame rate and stuttering and stuff like that, this is already running a lot better. Breaking down barriers. Username, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Gonna have to cancel Salvage Tuesday this week. Can you not? Because you can't get in? The Great Levski Rescues were so entertaining. They were. I wish we had more of the channels around that were like covering stuff like it was a news network back then. That would have been funny to see it from that perspective. Is chat working? It's been broken all weekend. I'm not seeing chat. And then I don't see anybody talking. Yeah, I don't think it's working. I can't even see the people in the server. So some stuff's still broken. What settings am I running at? 2K resolution. I actually didn't change any of my graphics, so we're going very high, medium, very high. Let me turn everything up to high. See how we do. Running at 1440p. Camera and motion blur. VSync's on. Chromatic aberrations on. I'll turn film grain off. I do like motion blur though. Don't get mad. Am I the only one in this server? Wouldn't that be amazing? I would love to go game the cargo system if that were true. Here we go. The big question.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab myself a Pisces.
Vehicle selected.
And
your vehicle has been delivered to the following
ma'am.
location.
Don't yell at me, please. Hangar 3. All right, is this where it usually breaks? Streamer server. Yeah, they got in contact with me. CIG Turkey was like, "Hey, we're going to set up a private server for you." Honestly, I don't actually like motion blur. I just don't really care if it's on or off. And I know saying that I like it usually gets somebody riled up. I don't mind that much either way. The film grain does get to me though. Sometimes film grain looks okay. Don't trade or do anything with cargo involved. You will lose it as soon as you store your ship. How dare you store your ship with somebody else's cargo on board? Hey, close the door. Oh, it's over here now. Right, we have buttons now. Folks, I think this is good. I think we're working. I know I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. I really need to settle down. Yo, they even let me out. Let's go before they change their minds. Sick. We're free. This is crazy. This is the best the game's ever run for me. I can't believe it. One-time clear request ATC landing. Why is that?
Thank you. And please visit again. Please proceed to Sci-Fi.
Okay, I did it. You better not be pulling my tail. All right, let's see what we're looking like. We're hitting about 60 frames per second, which is not a thing for me. And our server frame rate is at about 7, it looks like. And there's just a Mustang floating out here. What you doing out here, Mustang? Good to hear that someone else likes how it runs now too. Have had some glitches, but it's much smoother. Yeah, it's already feeling good. It's already feeling like something I can just play again. Oh, that Mustang's messed up. No wonder they left it out here. But like, where'd the pilot go? Because if you get out of your ship right here, you're gonna fall. Oh, it's not messed up. Its wings were just folded up. Hello? Nobody's in there. Probably held Y by mistake. I think, is that a beta? No, it's an alpha. So yeah, they would have gotten right out. Oof! That would suck, honestly, if they did. That would be a bummer. All right, let's get up to the space station. Actually, now let's head back down. Let's go grab ourselves a vulture and get that out of here. No, you know what? Now I want to get my new player account on here so that I can get started on this. I guess I might as well just get started making some money for the org. But if this continues to work, then on Wednesday, I'm probably going to go ahead and start my new player stream series. I'm not doing a zero. Okay, I guess it's a 0 to hero. I'm not calling it 0 to hero. For those who were here during the last stream, I will be doing a stream where I can't fly any ships. That doesn't mean no matter what, because on this account, I will be playing with the org and doing like money-making stuff with them. But on my new player account, which I'll be playing on mostly on Fridays and Wednesdays, no flying ships for a whole month. I want to see how viable the game is as just somebody who's running crew and trying to make a way without flying. So if you're interested in that, come around for those streams. I'm also going to upload them as videos on YouTube on the second channel. But the streams will be more fun. Isn't there going to be a partial wipe upcoming? I thought I might have seen something about that, 318.1. What, are they wiping inventory? Sounds like a mystery to be solved. The floating Mustang. Is that a floating Gladius? What's going on here? Who's leaving all these ships behind? All right, I'm going to change up my stream titles. All right. Cool. So we're officially, now that it is a stream title, we are officially playing 3.18. Get out of here with your YouTube self. We're a gameplay stream today. What was me? Next Monday, we'll probably be doing a community opinion stream. So if you guys got the opinions and you are a part of the community, that is the garden on our Discord server, prepare yourself. What'd you just say? Is that part of the new restricted areas? I've never heard that before. Something about a safe zone? Say it again. Just change it to what is gameplay. When will I be streaming those? I'm going to make sure to try and put out announcements the day before I do those kinds of sessions. But I should be streaming those definitely every Wednesday. Probably occasional Mondays, and definitely on Fridays. On Saturdays, I'll be doing org gameplay, so I'll probably be playing on this account, which means we won't be doing the no fly rule. But other than that, I will be playing on my new player account for the next month and doing all that. And that includes, like, basically I'm going to be trying and getting to the point where I can buy ships but have other people pilot them while I do stuff. You're leaving a safe zone. Okay. So I want to be able to buy the ships, but still not be the one who's flying them. Whether that means bringing in other people that I know who can play with me, or partying up with random people on the server. Just figuring out how to...
Proceed to assign landing bay.
Can you stop saying that, ma'am? Figuring out how to last without flying. Ma'am! Shut up! I don't care about the safe zone anymore. What? She's switching up her voice and saying things she doesn't mean. This isn't the Pisces I signed up for. What topics will the community opinion thing be covering? We're going to be talking about generally our opinions on 318. That can include the launch if you'd like, but we'll mostly be featuring what's your favorite feature of 318, what's your least favorite feature of 318, how's it been going for you? And that's, I was going to do it this Monday, but since nobody can actually play 318, I figured let's wait a week and do it at a time when everybody can actually weigh in with their thoughts. Again, that's a podcast that I've been kind of starting to get running, and we're pretty close to making it an official thing that we do every month. It'll come out as an audio podcast as well alongside our other two, and we'll have a video version also. But that is more due to popular demand, to be honest. People want to be able to come on and talk a little bit about the stuff, and it's a lot easy. Whoops. It's a lot easier to do it in this format than a sort of one person a week kind of format when we're going for larger audience. So
Welcome
wanted to try and do a
ASOP
community
vehicle
focused
retrieval
podcast.
system.
Yo, D-Schnell. What's up, dude? Hello, the official channel. How's it going, man? You came in at a surprisingly good time. I'm gonna need some stuff for this, actually. We're gonna have to go back to the shop. Will we? I actually have plenty of stuff.
Goodbye.
I'm sure we could just figure things out, right? We could do this ourselves, right? Let's get one of these on. How's the server? It's wonderful. Almost got me wondering if I'm the only one here. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. What is this? Is that gold? Just dipped in gold. I have no legs. How does that look? It looks a little weird. It's a little mismatched, huh? Looks like I'm wearing snowboard pants with... I need light leg armor, but I don't have any. Okay, I guess I could just... Whatever. Who cares? And do I have any guns? Just take a pistol with me. We're not doing anything too crazy. And I don't have a multi-tool. Or I don't have a tractor beam attachment. But I could get that from the Vulture. I guess we'll see if the crafting is working on the Vulture, huh? The org that I'm in is Garden Interstellar Initiative. It's linked down below in the video description if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, you could just type in !org. And that'll chuck you the link.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Papa Gamer, how you doing? Luxon, thanks for applying to the org. Happy to have you with us. Global chat has not been working for me.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
I can't even
location.
see the people who are in the server. Like it doesn't show up, so I don't know how many people are here. This is my first day, not the first day of the game. I feel like that would not need to go with explanation. It is working in some capacity. It seems to be. This is the first time I've been able to get on. Game looks good, just can't grasp what the purpose is. Do explain. I mean, you can't grasp what the purpose of the game is? Papa, you doing good? Retirement is great. Glad to hear it. Lovely, brother. Taking off from Area 18 should be called the Riker Maneuver. Rikers is a cool name for a spaceport. I like it. You tried ED and couldn't grasp the concept of that, and it looks similar. I mean, the concept, honestly, is kind of just trying to live in space. Pick your job of choice and figure out how to make money doing it. I don't know. Gotta wonder what the point of any MMO is, I guess. Did they fix jail? Girl, I don't know. I just got here. Can't wait to see you enjoy all the new features. Thanks. I have done some PTU play, so I've gotten to try some good stuff out. But this will be first time live, first time seeing if it's running okay. First time getting stuck in like it's actually a real game. Chimera, they're not letting you in?
Thank you, and please visit again.
Tell you what, I had to sit here for like 48 hours until it worked. I didn't actually sit here. Want to get this, like, MMO game is probably your favorite games, but every time you go into Twitch to watch this game, all that's happening is there's flying about nothing else. There is a lot of flying, but it depends on, like, what you want to do. So, a lot of times, if you're trying to get to a mission, you'll end up doing a lot of flying to get there. For instance, I'm probably going to do a lot of flying right now because we're going to go first to a space station. All right, we're getting off this planet, and I want to relocate to the space station or orbit. So I've got to fly up there. Once I do get off that space station in orbit, I'm going to reset my regeneration point there for a medical reload. And then I'm probably going to jump all the way over to Crusader to do some searching in the yellow asteroid belt, which we're going to have to fly over there. Once we get to the yellow asteroid belt, then I will do some flying to actually search for the ships I'm going to salvage. So it can be a lot of flying. The difference between this session and the next session, though, will be hoping that everything works how it's supposed to. I don't have to come back to the planet to do all of this. All I need to do is log off on my bed in the back of the ship, right out there in the middle of the asteroid belt, and the next time I log on, I'll be right there, ready to do some salvaging again. Do I buy all these ships? I have not bought all of my ships, no. Some of these are referrals, and a few have been given for giveaways. Most of the ships that I end up buying are like Auroras and game packages to give away. Wait, why did I fly out here? Why did I come here? I'm trying to go to Baijini. What is this? Where am I? Freaking hopeless. Why did it take me over here? There we go. Was everything we saw in our inventory tied to your account in some way? Yeah, I haven't bought anything, so all of that stuff was, I guess, subscriber items and stuff like that. You know, I could just skip out. Let's see, let me think. I could just skip out instead of landing at Baijini. Why don't we go over to Crew 1 and set up base there? And then we can start making some short runs out to the Yellow Belt. Eventually, we can maybe get a hauler ship out there too. And set up some more org mates out there and start doing some salvage operations. But like I said, we won't be playing with this account too much over the next month. So this is just kind of a first day hanging out. Let's do some salvage since we got nothing else to do. And I don't think I can get I'm not even going to try and get my new player account on right now. I don't want to risk leaving the server.
Quantum drive is now on.
How did I get in? I just tried, and it actually ended up working for once. Add a little bit of ambiance. Server scuffed, or is it worth trying? This server is beautiful. It's been running great for me. I mean, granted, I don't know. We gotta wait for 3.18 to be out for a little while. We gotta find out if FPS is up across the board or if this is just my computer upgrade. Because if everybody's FPS is up above, let's say 40 frames per second on like a mid-range and up PC, then we're no longer, I feel like we're not really FPS bound anymore. It's more server-side FPS, and we can finally start to focus more on that. No, not up across the board. That's too bad. Troll mode, you just got in instantly? Nice, nice. How far am I from Wing Commander? What is Wing Commander? Is that $10,000 in the game? I think overall I've probably spent around $4,000 on this. That being said, some of that is available for tax write-off, because I would say 3.5 to like 3.5 thousand of that has been for giveaways, which is technically a business expense. Oh, you can't access the components in here. What region am I in? Europe. You can't access any of these components. I actually haven't used the Vulture. I paid that much attention to the interior of the Vulture. But this is where you would go to sleep and log off if you didn't want to have to fly all the way back to back home every time you restarted the game. Let me know if the music is too loud. Oh, you can access the components? It's giving me like a red cross or a caution sign. Like they're not interactable. Ah, okay, we can open these, it looks like. Is that what I'm getting? No? Yeah. Can open these, just not the other ones. Okay. What's up, Edith? How was I able to take my ship out without the bug of the consoles to recover the ships? I don't know. I didn't do anything special. I just walked up to the console and tried it. And it ended up working. I don't know about ship claiming. Game is live. This is 3.18 live. Exclamation point kit will pull up my computer specs. Bed logging broke your Vulture? So maybe not the best idea right now. I don't know if the Connie stub isn't working. Might be in the patch notes. All streamers are playing, but no common mortals can. Let me ask this. Anybody in chat who is a streamer who can't play right now? I guess I wasn't a streamer until approximately 30 minutes ago when I finally got into the game. Ship claiming hasn't been your battle finding an LC that has room. What do you mean? Which space? Oh! No, I thought that was going to open the component claim. Close that door. Jesus f***ing Christ. Oh my gosh. I'm not trying to fall out the... Don't do that to me. This is why I don't fly Drake. They just have buttons that open doors. No warning. Didn't even tell me. Can't land anywhere. Oh, on YouTube, Kit won't work. On YouTube, you can scroll down into the video description, and that'll have the links to my computers. Not a streamer. You got a 4080 and can't play tons of errors. Love Soul Citizens yesterday. A breath of fresh air from the various levels of toxicities of other streams. It was a good conversation with Soul. I always love being on that show. Glad I got to stop by that. The timing's always very difficult, but it was good to be able to get on. Got him faster than Burks and Salty Mike. And me too, apparently. I think I saw Salty get on yesterday for the first time. I am running on an EU server. The game is definitely running better for me. Oh, had it say no hangars available. We'll have to see if I get stuck at this station then. Trying to balance the sound perfectly. Servers are kind of working, it seems like. What does player unstowed mean? That is a glitch. That is a glitch. Oh man. That's a glitch with the entity graph, I believe. Can I leave my seat? Yes. Dog's armpits, thank you. You looking good too. Love a fresh dog armpit. You're stuck at New Babbage? Oof. Couldn't do salvage because the filler would get stuck. Oh man. All kinds of problems to hit us while we're doing this. I'm just glad to at least be flying around. If you get all pads are unavailable, just land where you want to. They don't care. Yeah, screw them. Screw the man. Land my ship where I want. Hope you had a good rest today. Great to see you all refreshed and ready to go. Thank you, Colossal. I'm not gonna lie, I did not sleep much afterward. I woke up super tired, but it wore off. You know how it is. I'm asleep very nice tonight. What's up, Berk? I'm good. How you doing? Yakchumlar, my friend. You went to move all the items to the spaceport, couldn't leave your seat, lost everything. Jeez. I don't know anything about the Reclaimer naming stuff. Hate to sound salty, but this is kind of BS with this many feature issues after a year's time of working on 318. No need to fear sounding salty. It's perfectly fine to feel pretty peeved about this. I'll agree that it's crappy this is happening, but I feel the time that they needed to do this isn't as useful as the amount of people they were able to do this with. I think they just weren't able to get a big enough, or at least it sounds like they weren't able to get a big enough group of people to test this before putting it live. Now that it's live and the numbers are big, it's not going well. I hate that they do this to us. So let me jump straight to the station. Good afternoon. How has 318 been treating you? For the last 20 or 30 minutes, which is all I've had so far, it's been good. But we'll see. I'm hearing about a whole bunch of glitches waiting for me. upgraded in my PC my RAM, graphics card, and CPU. If you want to see what's in that, there's a link down below. It is a 5950X, 64 gigs of RAM, and a 3080 Ti. Hey, thank you for that, Edith. Appreciate you. Thanks for that super sticker. YouTube support has really weird names for their options. They need to figure that stuff out. Alright, we're gonna set up home base here real quick. See if they let me land. Apparently that's a problem. Got anything for me, guys? Come on. Am I gonna have to take a pad?
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Ah, they got me. They got the hookups. Do a little flippy flip. Not even Blizzard managed to have smooth servers after major updates. Yo, major updates for video games sound terrible. It's like going on a flight, a long flight. You really want to do it because it needs to get done and the other side is looking real nice, but the actual act of going through it is painful. Pure pain. Not pure pain, it's not that bad.
Landing gear down.
Hop on up in here. Settle on down real quick on those short stubby legs of yours. Thank you, Vulture. And touchdown. Good job. What's the current server tick rate? Looks like we're hitting about 8 frames per second.
Stay.
JG, you're having the character unstowed bug? I hope landing at this station didn't just get me stuck at this station forever. It might have been a better idea for me to just land on a pad. Is the reclaimer good for making money? We're gonna have to go through some testing to figure that out, I think. I think it's gonna come down to how efficiently you can work with how many people, because you're gonna have to split what you make. You can find the right things and salvage them quickly. You could probably make good money. You can't strip stations though, you hooligan. Oh, this seems like a bad bug. I'm not standing near that. All right then. Long time no see, Future Flash. You've tried to get on the servers the last few days, but they won't let you. How's the new update? For me, so far, it's been okay. Been on here about 40 minutes. We haven't really done anything other than fly, but it's been running really well. I have no complaints. Get to this station, I'm probably gonna grab some equipment, and we're gonna get going and seeing if the game actually runs for me. Security to storage room 3. Bring the red bags. I'm not gonna store my vulture. They can pry my vulture from my cold, dead salvage laser hands. I'm just gonna grab something from the refinery real quick. Good morning, Sosa. How you doing? Colleen Bear. Good to see you. Saw something about mining getting a big boost. Is that true? 319, mining is going to get a pretty significant update. Making it a little bit more balanced, I think, and a little more interesting. You have the stream set to 1080 and it's not great. You know what? You might be right. The bitrate's sitting at 3100, but we're pushing out to 2 platforms. Let me boost that a little bit. Sorry about that. Put that up at about 5,500. Give a little more to both. Tell me if it runs a little bit better now. Oh, tell me I can... Nope, can't send it to my vulture. They don't have a mining tool here? That's interesting. Is it on one of the other ones? Oh, I guess I could just buy it from right here. I just need the tractor beam attachment, though. Do they not have that here? Much better. Cool. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, is it here? Let's see. Tractor beam. There we go. Grab me one of those. I'm also, I think, going to grab one more.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Do you, sir? Don't know my life. I'm going to grab one more multi-tool so that I don't have to lose this nice one that we brought with us. It is cool that you can craft stuff with the vulture. I hope they expand on that quickly. No, I don't expect them to, but I certainly hope for it. All right, so you stay here. We'll come back for you someday in the distant future. And we're going to take you with us and grab an extra one to keep in our vest. And why don't we get a backpack, too, while we're here? Could really use that. And, I mean, you know what? Folks, let's do some mining while we're at it. Yeah, just in case. Have a little fun with it. Do they have any extra armor here? I do need that leg armor. Yeah, the vulture crafting is a temporary thing. But it does mean that they have, but they've started to talk more about crafting in different contexts. So I think it is leading into something for them. Cosmic Chaos, I think you just jinxed us. Bite your tongue. Did I actually get that? I don't think the Reclaimer got a crafting thing. You giving SC another shot? Are they planning any fixes this week? You haven't been able to log in. Yeah, they're working. I'm sure they're going to be working hard at this every day to try and get this fixed. I would give it a few days, though, before it's probably going to be more stable. Drazen, our Area 18. Do Area 18. All right, yeah, I can't buy anymore. Oh, boy. That's too bad. Let's try. Let's give it one more try. Oh, we got the Mac legs. We got our ongoing giveaway for 50,000 subscribers over on YouTube. The day we hit it, we'll be giving away 2 different ships supplied by CIG, the Cutlass and the Cutter. They include packages for Star Citizen, so if you don't have the game, this is the chance to win it. Both links were just posted in both chats, so check that out. If you want a chance to win, we'll probably be finishing that up next month. All right, cool. We got our backpack. We got some legs. What a freaking inspiring song for buying and equipping our inventory, guys. That was absolutely astonishing. Sorry. I tell Mrs. Tomato I'm not going to do that. You heard something about a soft wipe for 318.1. Not sure what they'll scrub. Bruh, if people heard the way that Star Citizen backers talked about wiping and not wiping, they would be so concerned. Like, the studio collectively believes in soft wipes. But only partial soft wipes, you know? Like, you don't want to get everything. You want to leave something for the players to continue progressing with. Yeah, this is gross. Ew. All right, let's get out of here. I think we got a gun, right? We do have a pistol, I think. Yeah. Probably not much ammo. But the hopes are we won't need it. Let's grab some food and water just in case, because we might actually go and explore some caves. Where does the wipe start? Starts at the studio and moves outward from there. I want to store this. Can you just put it in your bag? Dude? Is that an option for you? There you go. Oh, the day we can just bulk buy foods, it's going to be so necessary. We're getting so close, too. We're so close yet so far from, like, simple inventory stuff. And one burrito for the backpack. Good. And that over there, and that over there. You know what? I'm going to go and get some bullets. I don't trust this verse. You can buy food in bulk? How? Oh, at Port Olisar. Good to know. Maybe I'll start doing that then. At least now you can move all. Yes, move all, shift click. You can stack things, which is really nice. Now we just need a stack all button. All right, just need some S38 ammo. They don't have any S38s here? Are you serious? All right, I guess we're gonna have to get a different pistol. Oh, I guess you can. Yeah, you can just buy stuff from these kiosks. C54, arc light pistol, Coda. Oh, okay. I'm fine with the Coda. I'll take that. Sure. Don't have to ask me twice. Is it S-38? Is that why I couldn't do it? I mean, either way, Coda is more fun. Dang it. I got too greedy. They stopped selling to me. Okay, so we got... I'm going to leave this at the station since that's a special weapon. Take the Coda. Cool. I think we got enough stuff. We don't need any more ammo. I just need to get this into the local inventory. There we go. Okay. Let's get out there. Let's get working. Any news about a 318 fix? Just that they are working on it. I haven't seen anything more recent than that. Go to Family Farm, and with a bit of luck, you get free weapons, ammo, meds, and attachments. That is a very good way to play it as a new player. Luckily, I've got a ton of... oh, I don't remember which hangar I was on. Luckily, I've got a ton of ammo on me.
Retrieval system.
Is the stream hitching? I do see a couple of dropped frames. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Stream is having some trouble. I might have raised the bandwidth a little bit too high. I think when you start getting up over 7,000 kilobits per second, Twitch starts having problems. Are you on Twitch? You are on Twitch. Let's see if that helps. All right, Vulture is on Hangar 3.
Please visit us again.
Oh, it's hitching for you on YouTube as well. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. Lowered the bitrate, so it looks like it's doing a little bit better. Years of playing this game has taught you one thing: give a new patch drop a week to simmer before freaking out about it. This one has been worse than ever before, though. You know? What are the starting credits? I don't know what my starting credits are supposed to be, so I'm not entirely sure what the starting credits that were added on to mine are. You know what I mean? Okay. Does that mean now when I get out of the seat, it's going to put me outside of the ship? Let me out of the ship and we'll see. Oh, 200K? Why are they giving us 200,000? I guess that tells me how much I start with then. I wonder how much I start with. Servers are still kind of rough, I think. So I started with 330,000. Oh, so I start with 130,000. Jeez. And that's why I'm going to have a different account for when this game finally releases. Okay. Let's get going.
You are clear to launch.
All right. We're away. Time to salvage. So, like I said, we're going to head over to Yella first. A lot of pirates out there, a lot of fighting.
Thank you. And please visit again.
A lot of broken stuff, and also a lot of armor panels, which are very, very nice when you're doing salvage. Those are... They pay dividends more than your average ship if you find a shipwreck. So we're going to head out that way, see what they've got out there. I don't know how it is balanced for live. I heard there's a lot less wrecks. But this will be our first chance to see. Testing out starting with higher amounts to see how it affects player starting. It's an interesting idea. It does feel like you're kind of skipping out on the early economy part of the player experience, but maybe they just don't mind so much right now. Hopefully I don't keep it at 200K. I mean, I know that's kind of rude of me to say because I have a lot of money when I start out, but I do want my new player accounts to have like 10, maybe 10,000. There's not enough money sinks just yet, I think, to start us with 200. I'm sure at some point the starting amount will be like 50K, 100K, whatever, and you'll probably eat into that pretty quickly because of how much everything costs. But right now, it's like nothing to spend money on. Need a tomato color skin for the salvager. Call it the squeezer, the juicer. We get the last drops of juice out of them wrecks. Sunny. Always got to throw that in if you're a salvager. Hey, what happened to my camera? Come on. Oh, gosh, I've got camera problems. Hold on a second, folks. are we good? I think we're good. Believe it or not, my setup is so scuffed that I have to tape the battery into the camera. This is how crappy these stupid pieces of technology are. So, for a DSLR to run continuously, it doesn't run on a battery. It has to run into an AC adapter that's connected to a battery. And for some reason, my battery sits 2 millimeters off the connectors, and therefore doesn't transfer power unless I tape it real hard right up into the slot. And over here in Turkey, they do not have the correct part, so I have to wait until we get back to the US to order it. It is incredibly frustrating, and as you can see, oftentimes leads to my camera just simply not working. Bunch of hoopla, if you ask me. Hoopla! Alright. Let's get out there, though, because this is not where we need to be for our salvage mission. I'm going to do like a little tiny jump over to Daymar just to get out from behind Crusader, and then we're going to finish our way over to Yella. What DSLR am I on?
Quantum drive is now on.
I think it's the A6000 Sony. Hey, what's your model number, buddy? Huh? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the A6000.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Hey, yo, Loki, thank you for the sub on Twitch. Much appreciation, buddy. It goes a long way. It helps us out a lot. Thank you for the support. And did we escape the earthquakes? We were not affected by the earthquakes.
Quantum drive is now on.
Thought I was about to salvage some space whales. Jeez. Harsh. Am I able to access local inventory? I have been, yeah. What's in Turkey? We are in Turkey. I'm in Turkey. I live in Turkey.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, here we are. Yella asteroid belt. Let's just pick a spot. I say we go opposite of Grimhex. Get out there a little bit. And let's start searching for something to scrape. Something to collect. Make some money.
Is now on.
Don't freeze on me, camera, I swear.
Drive is now
Don't do it.
off.
Hey, if you didn't know, you know how you can change your speed limiter on the right side with the mouse wheel? If you hold right alt and use the mouse wheel as well, you can also change your acceleration limiter. So if you want to get like nice cinematic shots of your ship slowly rolling, you turn the acceleration limiter all the way down, and look at how slow you can roll. It definitely feels more natural. Especially when you're in atmosphere. It just takes longer for your ship to react to your controls, and it can make the ship feel a little heavier, a little cooler. I certainly like it, but it also means that you can slow down much, much slower, so be careful with it. Maybe I should run a race. I should tell people, let's run a race where everyone turns their thruster limiter down. Yeah, the servers apparently aren't running well. I don't know why I'm able to play, but I'm not jinxing it. I'm not questioning anybody or anything. Have I heard about the Alt-N feature? Being able to call in for a landing. It's very nice. Ooh, what do we got here? Those are mineable rocks. And how about over there? Mineable rocks. Yeah, the acceleration limiter is a cool one. Not one that is talked about very much. A lot of minables out here. Can't tell what that is, though. I'm not trying to run into an asteroid. I'm thinking mineable rocks. I think I could see a rock there. Yep. Yup. Yeah, that's our target. All right. Onwards we move. Game is working for me. More mineable rocks. A lot of minables out here. Maybe they moved some of the derelicts, some of these derelicts out. Because there were a lot in yellow. And they did say that they changed it up. Definitely a lot more rocks than crashed ships out here. $1,700 is rocks, 2,000 is wreckage. Okay, in terms of signatures. I forget that we had the whole signatures thing. I hope that they make that matter more soon. Aren't most of the wrecks at the Lagrange points? That was the case in the PTU. There were also a lot of wrecks out here in Yella as well. But they rebalanced them, they said. Zerdo, you couldn't find anything? Will there be a wipe for 319? I don't believe so. I seem to not be... Let's zoom out a bit. There we go. Okay. I was way too focused in on the scan and was missing everything. We got something here, though. Flip and burn a little bit. Slow us down. Please don't hit an asteroid. Ah, it's a Redeemer. That's not going to do much for us. Aren't they planning a wipe for 318-1? Yeah, that's more PES related though. 319 by that point will be, PES should be in a better state and shouldn't require them to do another wipe. Am I using sticks? No. Mouse and keyboard. All the way. That's why I'm so terrible. I suck with mouse and keyboard. But it's all I've got. What is that? I really need to stop flying sideways through asteroid belts. Not a good life choice. They are definitely less wrecks out here now. I wonder if there would be more wrecks near Jericho Station. Just canonically. Always blowing up ships at Kovalik Skundo. I actually got an Xbox Elite controller specifically for playing this game, but I never got it set up with key bindings. It's one of my goals. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of mineable rocks. See, as an explorer, you could be selling positions of mineable rocks and of salvageable wrecks. Making money either way. Come out here with a terrapin. Doesn't matter what you find as long as it's valuable. Player ships give better scrap compared to derelicts. Yeah, we're high quality. A-grade cuts of meat. Good salvage material. Yo, Corbin, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you. With the Prime, too. And Resin, thank you so much for the bits. Thanks for being a beacon of positivity during these difficult, buggy days. I mean, I'm just glad that I got to actually play. There are a lot of people who aren't getting to play right now. I know how it feels. I did it for 2 days. We all get our chance right now, right? Hopefully, though, the game just gets more stable so that everybody can have a little bit more fun. Because this is a good patch. It's a bummer that such a big and useful patch for showing more new gameplay for the game ends up being such a difficulty because of PES, but that's how the tech patches are. And I'm just glad that persistent entity streaming is in a live server, even if it isn't working. Just glad it's there. That's such a huge step forward for the game. Did they fix the interaction controller key for controllers? I don't know. I don't play with controller. Rocks. Whole bunch of rocks. Sick of finding your dang rocks. Maybe I should just shut up and take a ship if I find it. I passed up that Redeemer back there because I was hoping we'd find some armor panels, but maybe I should take the ship. It's the first time they've given a patch an official name. No, they've been doing it for a what? Well, that's why we set our spawn to crew L1. And that's +1 on the death counter. It. Love running into invisible death balls. Can you guys hear that? The window just doesn't do its job. It's because he started his call to prayer. He triggered it. We were good all the way up until that point. Then this dude started. And here we are. Death counter updated. 142. Good for us. Every time you watch me, make you want to give it a try. You just don't like being frustrated with bugs and glitches. Yeah, and that may have just ended my lucky run. We talked too much about the fact that I was in the game. Now the game has pushed back. Is your internet dying or is it the stream? It might have been the stream. Stream does that every once in a while. Still having problems on YouTube? Whoops. Still getting internet connection from them. Things are loading. Server FPS is going. bwin is going. Hey, Derek, thank you for the sub on Prime. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support. Jeez. Might have to go back to menu. Actually, don't even know if I can. Might have to... Oh, yeah, I can. All right. Don't want to. I'm already in. Don't make me do this. Come on. Load me back. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. All right, then. All right, you jerk. You win this time, Star Citizen. Gosh, dang it. Patients are all be unstowed. Uh-oh. Should I not have left? Did I just mess up? I'm guessing I can't get back in now. Just really got into the game, this thing dropped, and you just feel disappointed as you can't play. Yeah, it can be a bummer. 'Tis the difficulty of Star Citizen. You can hear fine, but the video is low res. Is the video coming through low res for everybody? Yeah, it was a nice experience when we were in game. The level at which the game is functioning at the moment is encouraging. It is very good. It's just a matter of the server stability right now. That's what's messing us up. I'm guessing because I just died and then left without reloading. I'll have that character unstowed as well. Video quality is good on your end? Doing okay for you guys? Video is extremely low res for you, super fuzzy. Is it quality? Why are some people getting it low and fuzzy and some people aren't? Because we're hitting 7,000 kilobits per second. Like, our bit rate's pretty high. It should be coming through okay for you. What's up, Judge? I may be unstowed. Unstoweth me, Star Citizen, and taketh away. For fun has been detected, and fun thou shalt not want. Am I happy with the progress that Star Citizen is making? For example, when you see the buggy backpack, it seems for you, they are sometimes making things too complicated and it will never become a round product. Yes, I am happy with the progress they're making. High res on your PC and low res on your Xbox. PC does it better. YouTube is defaulting to 144. That's not good, YouTube. Don't do that. You're making me look blurry. Had to manually set to 1080p. If you're not getting good quality, folks, make sure to set the quality up to 1080p. Or refresh the page. Miosa. Mioiswa. Mioiswa. First time on stream. Hoping to see how it's going for what it matters. Stream looks pixel sharp to you. Good to hear. Glad you got a nice stream for your first time. Sorry you got a loading screen for your first time. Hopefully this passes us by, but I don't know. It's not feeling like it. It's feeling like we're kicked out for good. I think we got what we came for. A slice of 318, but that might be all we get today. It's evident with 318 that more systems have moved to independent systems. Things will break. Things still break, but unlike before, it doesn't bring the entire game and server down. It's nice that we're seeing some of the modularity approach that server meshing is asking for. Like, they are doing what they're saying now. Just came from Level Cap Gaming's live stream. Ah, he's live? Is he alive on YouTube? Is he in game or is he also playing the waiting game? Yeah, Nemesis, we ended up running into an invisible asteroid, I guess, and blew up. And now can't get back in. I should have just waited to respawn, huh? Oh, man. So this is this basically we're stuck until they do another update? Dying locked you out since Saturday. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I should have had patience. I shouldn't have done it. All right, let's give my other account a go real quick. Actually, no. No, I'm just going to try this account again. Because I can't play on the other account. That's just going to ruin the story. Yep, we might be going back to engineering. Might be going back to discussion, but let's see. I'm going to try and load in one more time. What's up, the poets? You're always an hour late to the stream because of work. When we're in America, the stream starts a little bit later, so you might be able to catch it more often then. You don't even get the button to launch the game? I'm playing that. I'm living the luxurious life. The extra luxurious life when freaking Morph jumps in here with... Holy crap, with the whole crew. What's up, everybody? Morphy boy, how you doing, dude? I'm guessing you came over from some Star Citizen. I think I saw you streaming that earlier. With your privileged server. What, did they load you a private server? How's it doing, man? How's it doing? How's it going? We were just doing some salvaging. Well, okay. We were like that kid that sits in the front seat and uses the steering wheel that's just connected to the dashboard, pretends to drive the car. That's kind of like what we were doing with salvaging. We never actually got around to doing anything. We just kind of blew up And after that, we got unstowed. So I'm trying to get back in game right now. How'd things go for you? Pretty background, thank you. Check out bmongol on Twitter. He's got a bunch of them. Anybody in game I can join on? Oh. Heyo. Let's go. Let's see what happens. It's working quite poorly. Slow tick rates, unresponsive inventories, unresponsive AI. I had a good experience with inventory, with buying stuff. Everything that I did in the game worked really well for me. The only thing that didn't was when I blew up from hitting nothing, which was a bummer. How did I get in? I just keep trying to press the button. You were just watching Board Gamer stream? Did Board Gamer come from somewhere? Is Board Gamer in here? Space Tomato benefits. Is this part of the benefit? Is this part of the benefit? We might end up going back to some discussion about engineering gameplay. We were getting stuck into the history of how engineering came to be a thing. So we'll see if this keeps going. Oh, we got in! Yes! I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. And we have our armor on. Well, that's weird. But okay, I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna complain. Thank you for bringing the good luck and the good vibes. We actually got in. Oh, did board raid morph? Ah, I see how that works. Yes! Yes! Let's get out there and actually do some salvage. Please, God, please. Last. Remain. There's just stuff everywhere. And naked people.
Wow.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Thanks, Owen. Happy to even get in. Genuine copium. Genuine excitement. When you haven't been able to play the game that you play every day for 3 days, you really want to play. Especially because it's finally live. It's like not PTU. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to claim a ship or do anything with anything. So let's see. See what happens. I've heard that claiming doesn't work. Hey, Zerb, thank you for the sub, mate. 22 months. Check it out. What does the tomato plant look like after 22 months? Yeah, looks like I can't even file. So I'm stuck at this station then. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna have to make it all the way back to R-Corp without... But there's no chat either, huh? Hello? We're full on stranded here. Oh no. Alright, what can we do? How can we get out of this?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Anyone know how to fix the error 19003? I don't know. I just kept trying to get in, and eventually it worked. Spam it? Spam the claim? Alright, I'll spam it. Spamming. You can do nothing and you'll be happy. That's me. Reset, spawn, and commit suicide. Ooh, that could take us all the way back to R-Corp. But last time we died, we couldn't. I don't know. The spamming doesn't seem to be working. Alright, I'm gonna see if the other one works. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna try and spawn back to R-Corp.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hey, at least I'm walking around in 60 FPS instead of 30. That is nice. Talking a seductive voice to the button. Hey, button. Click. Beep.
Please visit us.
Screw you, terminals. Hum. Funny thing is, you can't even get out of the station because you can't. Can you take elevator to the pads now? I guess you can. All right, maybe there's a ship out there that we can find. Anybody flying around out here? Yeah, there's nobody here. All right, back inside we go. I'm on a 3080 Ti. My local inventory is working. Yep, we're in 318. We're live. We're live, but also metaphorically we're dead. Because nothing works. You're able to get in, but it moved your ship back to your starting location. You were unable to claim anything. Yeah. I'm not at Baijini. I'm at Crew L1. Game has been in development for years and took millions. You figure it would run fine. I'll give you a secret. Almost every single big budget game can be in development for years and use millions and still not run fine.
Welcome to the
Generally,
ASOP
games don't end up
retrieval
running
system.
fine until they're pretty late in development. And as long as it has been, this game still has a ways to go. They're adding some things that change a lot of the background technology, so things are going to end up being a lot less stable when those sorts of things get brought into the game. And the persistence that they added to items is clearly
Welcome to the
wreaking
ASOP
havoc
vehicle
on them.
retrieval system.
I'm going to try and do the regen back to the home planet. I just don't want to die, so I'm running through all the options first. But these terminals aren't working for me now.
Please visit us again. Welcome.
Excited about
to
all the new
ASOP
stuff in
vehicle
318,
retrieval
but
system.
it'll likely be a bit before we get it as stable and smooth as 317 was. Whenever this stuff is done, the patch otherwise runs really well for me. No Man's Sky eats this game for lunch and took way less money and time. By all means then, go play No Man's Sky. I personally am not a huge fan of No Man's Sky, just because it feels very small and also kind of repetitive. But I do really like the premise. I played it for quite a while, and I think it's a great game for VR. And if you like that experience more than this one, I say go play that. But I definitely enjoy what this game is doing more. Try sticking a hand in the air with your thumb up to see if you can hitchhike. Ah! Did I hear somebody else here with me?
Please visit us again.
Hey!
Bye.
Hey, you got a ship? Mr. Security?
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP
Ah, it looks like you're,
retrieval system.
same problems as me. Ah!
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Have they said
retrieval
whether
system.
Vulcan will be put in this year? It sounded like they're
Welcome
They're getting there with Vulcan, but they didn't say anything about a timetable or anything like that. Escalating to major outage. Yeah, the outages are major. Can confirm. Wish you could play SC in VR. Ever since EAC got added in, the VR hack no longer works. Oh, that sucks. They definitely are going to look into VR. We've got some strong initiatives in the company pushing for VR implementation into the game. So I think as Vulcan is implemented and the rendering engine gets more advanced, virtual reality support is something we'll see in the game. All right. Now that we're loaded in, give me my vulture. Abdiwak, thank you for becoming a supporter on YouTube, dude. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the support. Awesome of you. Hope you enjoy the videos, the extra videos you get. If you do want to support the channel, if you enjoy this channel and want to help us keep living, this is our family's income. This is what we do for a living, and you can be a supporter here on either the YouTube channel or on Patreon to continue making it possible for us to do this full time. And you get some exclusive videos. You get one new exclusive video every month on there. Why am I clicking so much? EVA back? What do you mean by that, EVA back? EVA back to R Corp? Yeah, claim spam isn't really working for me.
Please visit us again.
Hey, just kick
Goodbye.
me out.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
About to hold backspace. Help us keep living. Also, after dying real quick. How do you fix the infinite loading screen? I just closed the game. In the end, it doesn't even matter, Fuda. So funny how people say Star Citizen is starting to look old. They haven't seen anything yet. Unreal Engine, who needs... I mean, the idea that a game is starting to look old when the game is still being made, I feel like it doesn't... I've never thought that was going to be a problem because they're actively working on rendering the game. Like the literal first version of their actual standalone rendering engine is in this patch. Like 3 days ago is the first time they actually got it into the live game. And I feel like if that's the case and they're just hitting that ground floor of what they want to do with video rendering in the game, you can't really say it's going to fall behind because we don't even know what they're going to do with it. Ray tracing, DLSS, chromatic aberrations stuff, FSR.
Please visit us again.
Hey, nice.
Bye.
Global illumination. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you could do to continue to improve the looks of a game.
System.
Tell folks about the Soul Citizen episode last night. Griff has it up on YouTube. Is it up already? You can drop the link in chat, dude. Like we talked about earlier, we had a good talk on Soul Citizens, talking about the different things that you want to take on your person as you're going out on missions in the game. So it was me, Abdiwak, Colossal, Griffin Gaming, and Yo-Yo Meg, I believe. We all had a good sit down and a discussion about all the different things that you can get for your ship, from crew to medical to food to weapons, and how you'd end up doing running a mission now versus when the game is actually in a more mature state. I think Abdulwak is going to throw that link or pass it to a mod, please, and they can post it for us. Should be up on YouTube now, though. I heard somebody run past. Thinking about kidnapping them. Maybe we can find their ship and steal it.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
There's also the fact that, like, I don't really expect MMOs to be the best looking games, so I don't mind if it falls behind the best. As long as it's a decent looking MMO, it's really kind of the functionality and features that sell it, and people will say, oh, but the game is sold on its looks. That's because the gameplay didn't exist yet. Now that the gameplay's starting to come in, the graphics and the screenshot simulations aren't really, they don't hold as much of the weight. They're still good for selling the game, but they don't hold as much of the weight as they used to.
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
What would be my best guess for when we see Squadron? It's always 5 years out. Try renting a ship. Unfortunately, I can't get a ship from here.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
No Man's Sky isn't sold on its looks. You know, the first trailer they showed of that was very beautiful.
Goodbye.
And I think they've done a decent job of like, creating a style in No Man's Sky that's kind of timeless. And looks good in its own way. It's definitely not photorealistic, but I do think it has a nice look to it that people like specifically. Jump and turn around 3 times and snap my fingers. Please tell me that's not in real life. I don't want to do that in real life. It's too much.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Did I ask the player near me? I did. They didn't answer. Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey, fleet manager friend.
Please
This
visit
is,
us again.
Crew L1
Goodbye.
station. I don't know what they call it.
Welcome to the ASOP
I'm in the
Vehicle
game
Retrieval
banking.
System.
I'm just not really doing anything in the game. Oh, you can rent ships in the refinery? Okay. Let's try that.
Please visit us again.
See what they have available to rent. Maybe they'll have the Vulture and the 890 jump and everything that we need that they absolutely will still have. No streamer potion of privilege in my backpack. I already drank it. Drank it twice. Because, you know, as a streamer, they give you 2 of them instead of just 1. Lino! Or Lano. I think it's Lino. Thank you so much for becoming a supporter on YouTube. Thanks for becoming a member. Joining us in the club. Make sure to check out our Discord channel, where you can yell at me about things in videos that maybe you don't like. Or you do. You can yell about things you do like. And also check out those videos on the YouTube channel. Some exclusive ones for all members. Okay, let's see if we can rent a ship. See if we can grab ourselves a Cuddy Black. Actually, I'm not trying to use that much. Oh, look at that. The Prospector's more expensive. Okay. All right, we got our ship. Both of those jokes are courtesy of the AI in New Babbage. Miss Babbage. Which of my recent videos am I most proud of? My 2022 in review video was probably the most work I've ever done research-wise on a video. After that, there was a video I released to members exclusively. If you are a YouTube channel member or a Twitch subscriber, you have access. Looking at the last 4 years of development in Star Citizen to see if it's been accelerating in progress. That took a ton of research too. I think those are my two recent proud ones. Unfortunately, the year in review of 2022 was my worst performing video in the last year. So that's how YouTube is sometimes. It'll just smack you around every once in a while and remind you that it controls the algorithm. Alright, so it looks like my Cutlass Black was automatically destroyed. They rented it out to me and blew it up immediately. Oh, the Cutlass Black is killing people? The idea was to pull out this one because it was supposed to be delivered to this station as opposed to the other ones which are back at Arcourt. But they did not deliver it to this station. They just kind of blew it up, I guess. So there's that. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to see what happens if I try to respawn. So either way, it's looking like I'm going to have to go back to menu. Look at all these people slowly getting stuck in this station with me.
Where fast and reliable medical treatment is always what the doctor ordered.
Relogged and the spam ship will be there. None of the claims went through.
If anyone has seen a green and black carryall, please contact the front desk.
Jeez. Do I want to relog or go back to my home location? Hey, do you have a ship? Hey, you. Hey, stop there. You get back here. Oh, you stopped. Hello? Nope. Hey, you. You look like you're getting ready for a trip, a road trip. You going somewhere? You got a body in there? Looks kind of like a killer. Forced socializing. I'm trying to break the ice with these people. They just run, though. Are you training for something? Is this your workout outfit? Does it make you sweat? Space sweat? Stuff? Sir! You imagine getting to a gas station and this is what's going on inside? You backspaced 15 minutes ago and you're still waiting to respawn? Ah. God, it's painful to do. Crazy how many people play MMOs and don't want to talk. The voice system in Star Citizen sucks too. I think I would be much more likely to talk to people if it wasn't such a pain to get it working. They need to get that fixed. Chat is not working and you can't get your ship. It seems that it's not just you having this problem. No, it's everyone. This is very much a widespread issue. The whole chat not working thing. Sir, have you heard about our new insurance policy? Trust. Trusting. No, I don't think anybody can hear me in the chat right now. It looks like Voice over IP is not working. Oh man, but let us in though. Let us back in, please. Come on. Don't leave us here. Don't do me like this. At the very least, kick me back out to the main menu so I can feel like I'm doing something when I press buttons. Just looking at the loading screen. This is I might traumatize everybody and start using this as my stream starting screen. Instead of loading, it'll just say 19,004. All right. Back out to menu. Looks like everybody's in menu. Up D-Walk is on. Hitting you up, Updi. Chat worked until like 24 hours ago. It probably started turning too much into Halo 2 chat again. Salty Mike did that? Did what? Joined on D-Walk? Can you customize your avatar? You can. A little bit. A little teensy-weensy bit. It's not that great right now, but it does sound like they're getting ready to update the character creator. Hopefully 319? Maybe 319? I just hope we get more hair. You need an update to tell you where that pod episode was? You mean on for Soul Citizen? Oh, you're not actually in the game, you're on the loading screen. They're just loading me into the loading screen. How dare they? It's all a trick. What a scam. This is the actual scam, isn't it? They got me. When they tell you no loading screens, they don't tell you that's because the whole game is a loading screen. If everything is a loading screen, nothing is a loading screen. You played basically all day Friday and Saturday with various issues, but you were in and playing. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that it was working at least somewhat over the weekend. Sucks that it's gotten back to not great. Haven't checked out 318 yet. Is this the experience? Baby, this is the premier 318 experience. Come and sit down. Let me tell you about all the new features. We got a loading screen. It's real great. We got new features that tell you how much you're not loading into the game, which is even better. Bounces off the loading screen really well. You got a lot of dynamic gameplay, emergent stuff, immersive. It's good. Tells you you're in the Stanton system up in the top left-hand corner, but you're not in the Stanton system. No, because it's immersive. It's real good times. 318, biggest patch ever. Check it out. Download it now. Get a ship. Buy one. Buy a ship. Buy a ship. That's my pitch. That's my pitch for Star Citizen 318. Hope you enjoyed it. What's up, Solo? What is my total death count? That is how many times I've died since last January. Oh, I am stuck on the entity amount, so I might be just frozen in here right now. I might not actually be doing anything. Bespoke loading screens. Do I play any sports over in Turkey? I am starting to get back a little bit into basketball while I'm here. I do want to play some football, but there's not really any fields nearby. And I haven't had time to explore and find any. Over in America, though, definitely football all the time. Or soccer. One or the other. You heard that subbing to Space Tomato will get you into the server. How do I do that? Tell me how do I need to log out? Sub myself and then log back in? The Reclaimer still doesn't have a functioning elevator. That's not good. Ooh. Little sneeze there. You saw my Reclaimer video from December on the group gameplay and you love it. Love it so much you ended up purchasing the ship. Whoa! Looking forward to being part of the org where you can team up and use it. We're happy to have you be part of the org. We've got a whole group of people who have Reclaimers that we're going to pair up with other people who don't have them, and we're going to set up crews in our org to go out and do some salvaging together whenever the game starts working. Anybody who is watching who's looking for an org to get involved in, we've got a... you know what? Let me do a little plug. Heads up, staff. Might have some more applications coming in soon. So we've got an org called Garden Interstellar Initiative. You can go there by typing gii.app into your browser, and it'll pop you into our website. Front page is still work in progress. We don't have it quite up yet, but basically our org is like a multidisciplinary org, fairly casual, kind of regular. We allow people to come in here and specify what they want to do. You log in through Discord. You can come in and specify what you want to do. If you want to be part more of industry or science or combat kinds of things. If you want to have roles like helping to run events or just showing people what kind of gameplay you like to play. You can come in and edit your profile to add all of the different things that you like to do. You can share what your ship or what your ship collections are. We have all of them here on the website that you can add to. And generally we just run events right now, but we're getting closer and closer to doing like training and getting people more up to date in the game. So if you're looking for a casual place to come play, check it out if you want. It's good fun. Glad you liked that Reclaimer video though. We're trying to do more gameplay stuff on our second channel now. Persistently unstable. The PU. You over there with your little vulture planning on solo salvaging. Feel like that little guy in Star Wars chasing down ships after battles. That is a cool role to have. Did I see the clip you posted? Where is that, in the Discord? Been a while since you checked into SC, but saw 318 is up. Worth checking it soon, or would you give it a bit? You're fairly patient with bugs. I'm just Mango. Welcome to the stream. I'm guessing you haven't heard the good news. 318 is broken. Broken. Like, it basically does not work. I would give it some time. Probably a few days. Hopefully by the end of this week it's running better and people can get in more reliably. But right now it's just not a good experience. Revamped, go ahead and post that in the Discord and I will check that out a little bit later. Wonder if SC would ever work with cloud gaming in the future? So much data to be transferred. I don't know. Oh, is it the clip of me going off about the 318? It's a good clip. Thank you for clipping that. Make sure to post it in the Discord so I can share it out. Even if you get in, not much you can do. We had some fun when we were in. Granted, we didn't even get to touch salvaging. I should have just started salvaging that Redeemer. I don't know why I was being picky. Like, we're in the game. Who cares what you're salvaging, Space Tomato? Come on. These new loading screens are almost as peaceful as salvaging. Oh, the most peaceful loading screens. I'm so glad we get... At least they could be animated. Wouldn't it be nice if we could at least see these gas clouds moving around? I guess you don't expect to be sitting on the loading screen for 10 minutes straight. You got lots of salvaging done, Marine? Yeah, we were about to. I got carried away. You're able to play for 2 hours or so. Then inventory and terminals became non-responsive. Seems like the servers die rather quickly. Wolf, thank you for the good jokes. Appreciate you. I'm sure they'll help everybody else in chat too. We're all in this together. Somebody sing the High School Musical song. Or the what is it? Basketball musical song, whatever it's called. Don't worry, I'm imagining it in my head. I don't need to hear it myself. I can picture it myself. Entities have stopped moving. Doesn't that mean it's an infinite loading screen? I think so. Yeah. Is that the case? Should I just go back to the main menu? I guess it probably wouldn't hurt to relaunch the game anyways. Why don't we verify while we're at it? How long have I been playing to get 142 deaths? That's the count since last January. Not my total count since I started. You a Rossi fan, Balor? Just pick a region? Okay. Didn't want to play 317 anymore because of 318. Now 318 has hurt you. What do you call a Valkyrie landing in the forest? A forest fire. Har har. Daddy Spartan, you've been playing 2 weeks and already got me beat on 142 deaths. I've died quite a bit in my days. I'm a weathered veteran. And by weathered, I mean probably would be arrested for life if you knew how many times I got a Star Citizen killed. If the game ran smooth, it'd be very popular. If what we had right now had no glitches or stability problems and a working economy, this game would be huge. Not huge like Fortnite huge or Apex Legends or stuff like that huge, but it would definitely be healthy. Over 100,000 unique players a month sort of game. I think it would hold probably, I don't know, few 10,000s concurrent at all times. Like, I think this game would be pretty solid at this point if it was all polished up, given the gameplay we have. That being said, considering what we're supposed to have, I don't think any of us would really be happy with it just being launched like that. Yeah, we didn't make it, Dark Spyro. We got manhandled by the servers. Now we're making our comeback. You would like to see more cities on the planets? Seems they're going halfway with it. Building out outposts to feel more like towns. All they gotta do is add kinks, right? Do you have any sort of about me videos on either of my channels that tells us a bit about you and your history with Star Citizen? Not really, no. I guess I have been talking about doing like a kind of channel trailer video for YouTube. But no, I don't have anything that really talks about me specifically. Yeah, I can't get back the menu either, Abdi. All right, while this is loading, let's just go back to what we were doing, I guess. I'll have it in the corner. And hopefully it loads while we're talking. Don't want to get addicted to copium or anything, but if they get server meshing involved, they might get this working a bit better. While it might not be great at the first instance of server meshing being done, it will definitely be better. You're not wrong about that. Like, over time after we get server meshing, this game is going to run so much better than it ever has before. But it is going to take some time. We'll get server meshing. It'll be rough. Just like this. Maybe not just like this, but it will be rough, kind of like this. And, it'll probably take a few patches for it to stabilize and be a little bit better. Like when we went to 3.0, it took like 9 months for things to stabilize. Who knows how long it could take with PES, but with server meshing, it could take another 9 months. But after that, yeah, I think we will be much better off in terms of stability and how the game runs. Oh, look at that. Our entities are stuck at freaking 6. All right, and there's the 30K. Cool. When will I be moving to Windows 11? Probably after they've gotten everything buttoned up with Windows 12. This game is getting you crazy. It's been 3 days. 3 days! We need our hit, CIG. Come on! It's the ants. They're getting to me now. You started on Area 18 and you really like exploring on the planet, which you can't do in Area 18. That's fair. You only been to the moons near there, but is there a better planet to start on for that kind of stuff? If you want a planet to explore fully, do New Babbage. Hurston will be the most central in the system and you will be able to explore everything, but New Babbage is just generally a higher quality, more interesting planet to explore. Windows 12 is probably just as buggy as server meshing will be on launch. It's on my laptop, but I'm not putting on my work computer yet. What are we doing? Entities at 6. What's up with that? What are our stats looking like? Where's our B-win? It's not even up on there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're frozen. Nothing's happening. We gotta start over again. I think, honestly, I think everything might just be down at this point. At least for me. Does this game still run on Windows XP? I don't actually know. Have I generally been having good or bad luck getting in all weekend? Terrible luck. I've only gotten into the game twice. And you saw both of those times on the stream today. Wolf, your jokes are getting even better. Status page is still saying it's bad. Green text you saw me bringing up. Oh, that's why it's stuck at 6 entities, because we're not even loading into the main menu at this point. Right. That is, if you go into the console and type R, tab, it'll give you different options of what you might want to select. The deaths are over more than a year. Status page is major outage. Yeah, things are not looking like they're gonna get any better. Love a loading screen simulator. It's weird that we didn't get into the... We're still not getting in the game. We did so well earlier. What's up, Shinobi? But it's really feeling like we're stuck now. Let's talk about engineering gameplay. So last time when we were talking about the engineering, we were talking about how they're kind of bringing it towards outposts and cities as well. Here is a good chance to see kind of what they're doing in terms of that. I'm going to leave the game running right here so we can see if we do load in. So what you're going to see here is they're going to show 3D renders of what objects we're eventually going to start to see at outposts. So like mining outposts, refinery outposts, places with power supplies, and you're going to see the interaction points that they've already designated for those spots that are probably going to tie into engineering gameplay. It's about 20-second clip.
Nobody expects it. That's what I'm doing. And to wrap things up this week.
So basically all of these yellow spots that you see, you can kind of see one over here on the right. These are all fuses and MFDs and terminals that you can use to control this stuff.
Let's check in once again with the team working on colonialism-style homesteads. And we have some additional concepting for a variety of add-ons.
So these are cooling towers, which we now know are indeed included in engineering gameplay as a means to cool down other things.
Throughout the various encampments, like these cooling stations for enormous server racks. Power plants with varying arrays
Power
of
plants obviously are a thing. You can see the interaction points they've listed on there.
Components like antenna.
You don't see any yellow? Right here, right in front of my nosy nose. This, there, that, yeah. They're little yellow on the 2D part in the bottom right-hand corner.
Piping, displays, ladders, and more.
This isn't going to be a skill in the game. This is just a type of gameplay you can get involved in.
Fuel tank arrays with a variety of blockouts all through.
Nothing on those.
And habitat building.
These are something that you actually see in demos already when they're playing in the game. Solar panels and them as power supplies are definitely going to be part of this.
Refinery units.
We've seen this already too.
And finally, potential blockouts for combining many of those aspects into outdoor storage yards that will form the basis for a wide variety of NPC and player experiences in the future. Now we'll start learning more about...
Hey, look. Oh, we got a 30K. Very nice. How cool. Good fun. Awesome. And launch game again. A link to this video? Yeah. There you go. And then we get to see this in actual usage here in this demo. So this is like gameplay from what's supposed to be at Pyro with these new outposts.
So here, the player will take a secondary route of navigation.
So you can already see they've got the power supplies here with the solar panels. The wiring is actually connected to the building, so could be something that's meant to be part of an overall power system, just like we have in our ships.
All the way up to the roof, and then from here, this allows them to be able to check out any of the AI, also be able to look at any of the interactables. In the future, you know, if you got a good reputation, maybe you need to go and fix different items on the roof, or if you are there for nefarious means, then maybe you want to take out the power, and which will then kill the AA turrets, or will turn off the lights in the outpost. So it allows the player to interact with different items and then basically create a nice little sandbox for them to play in.
And it's like, you can see it's one of those super simple things that you'd see in any game. It just has a couple buttons on it that's probably like connect or disconnect this power supply. That would further tie into the overall power sources of the building. And, you know, you could put on too many and overload the system, put on not enough and get power shunted around differently. This is, I think, going to run on the same system they've been talking about when it comes to ships. Hey, we're main menu boys now. There we go. Everybody's in menu. Can we load on this player?
So here you can see one of those interactables as well as the AI.
And just behind these interactables, like we've seen these kind of archways. Like right now, these are just kind of empty, and to just illustrate like a guard point. In the future, you know, these could be maybe customizable, or you know, they could contain like an AA turret, like we saw on demo 1, or it could contain like cargo storage. Basically, we tried to design something that was as flexible as possible.
So here we're showing off the looting system as well as the inventory system. So this will be shipping in 315. This allows bodies to be able to be interacted with.
So that's mostly where you see some of that power stuff in that demo, at least. Marine, the game's not really becoming obsessed with piracy. I think piracy has seen a couple of features that adds into it in this update 3.18, but overall, the development's fairly balanced. So like, for instance, with this demo, this might seem like an illegal mission of some sort, but it's just a third way of doing the same mission. So if you come down here, you can see him doing the exact same mission without combat.
With the AI, we want
basically,
to make sure
this was all based on just showing your options on what you want to do if you were coming to an outpost. So piracy is an option, and they are building in the supporting features for it. But those same features are also meant to allow for other types of gameplay.
The other players wouldn't be able to enter into.
We also got a quick shot at the loadout that James is playing. So it's a female loadout, but it's also showing the backpack, which is new.
You've never been pirated?
Also,
you kind of want it to happen at this point?
As well, which is rendering much nicer.
So here the player will make their way out to the trading post, go see the dealer, acquire the artifact.
Oh, you had to apply that fix just to get to the main menu?
For the trading post, you know, we wanted to get all of the junk on the outside as well, you know, so the player can see it as they're approaching. We wanted, you know, as many tops as we could, and you can see it's using the new soft deck shader, so these are reacting to the planetary wind.
Amira getting 30Ks?
The same force that the tall grass and the moss on the ground is reacting to as well.
Other thing with the trading post is, like Ian spoke about before, the inventory and what they'll be able to actually sell here will vary depending on where they're at in the solar system. Are they close to a jump point where they might be coming down and using this as a chop shop, or are they in a very rural area that's, you know, they care more about the frontier lifestyle and being able to survive versus money?
We passed the kitchen as well on the way back there. That's the the local dialect.
It also might be that there's more conversation around piracy because the next system coming into the game is in a major part a pirate faction area. It's like when we're getting Terra, for instance, they're going to be talking a lot about big cities and how those function with gameplay and very populated systems. But right now we're looking at Pyro next, which is a frontier system with a lot of bad people in it. I don't think it's indicative of the focus of the game or the way the game is going. I just think that's currently some of the stuff that's being focused on right now. But at the same time, you know, we're also seeing a lot of focus on salvage, on cargo, making sure that cargo running is working better, on mining. We saw the implementation of racing. We're seeing talk about things like hacking, bounty hunting. There's a lot of things that are being focused on. But I do think that the community itself focuses a lot on piracy just because piracy is the intersection of two different types of gameplay that doesn't really have all the systems that it's needed to support it just yet. Yeah, reputation is really leaving that harder to deal with. Abdi, you gave up? I feel it, man. It's not really worth it.
For this outpost.
Shinobi, I agree with you there. I think a cool mission they could do with something like this is just small deliveries to outposts like this. Like something that could fit in the back of a Nomad, using that as a mission for delivery services. And I'm hoping that's where the courier missions go. Hopefully, along with the cargo refactor, we see sort of more attention brought into those courier missions.
Also, so in the inside as well, you know, we wanted this, you know, kaleidoscope of colors and shapes. You know, like it's just literally the dealers displaying all the wares, everything they'll have outside in the open here.
They do focus quite a bit on stability, Cyber Zero. They've been working at trying to keep the game stable while adding in a lot of pretty serious stuff over the last year. Or over the last, I guess, 6 months.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, very good choice.
Medical gameplay is going to be cool.
So after 5 million credits of disposable income, we get our first look at the Hadesian artifact, which is obviously going to be what is sort of a super rare thing that you'll hopefully be able to start finding in the galaxy, which is sort of, if you're familiar with the lore of Hades, was an old civilization that destroyed itself. So somehow this trader has gotten their hands on this artifact.
So here we're showing one way of actually playing through this area. It really depends on your standings within the gang and how they want to deal with you. And then what's the dealer going to do? What's the dealer going to charge you? And from there, we have different ways of actually showing this. And we can look at option 2 now.
Thank you for posting out that link of the Soul Citizens episode from yesterday. Check that out, folks, if you'd like to.
A little bit and show off a different way of entering into the trading post. This is a little bit more straightforward versus in demo 1 we took a side route through the social
looks
area.
Like it's not working.
So yeah, this is just some additional warehouse space that the trading post would have. And you can see it will lead directly onto this courtyard. And for the keen-eyed people, you'd see that the barbecue's still not being eaten yet.
The grill master would be fired.
Yeah. Still full of wieners.
I hope with the inclusion of these new industrial professions we've been seeing, along with the focus on the cargo refactor, things like tractor beams, and especially with server meshing coming in and hopefully allowing AI to run a little bit better. I do hope we start to see more of these kinds of demos, more of these demonstrations of the game that don't focus on combat. Agreed with you guys on that part. I think combat is good, but almost every single demo this game has relied on combat to kind of, besides what we just watched, almost every single one I think has relied on combat to sort of sell the feel. And it would be nice to see them, main menu boys. It'd be nice to see them focus a little bit more on the industrial and civilian sides of the gameplay. It's like nobody's in game. Oh, let's join on J Fish. See if that works. Somebody asked if this game was doing okay, because it's been a little while since I saw it. How is the game state as of now? FPS Tully, it is not doing well. They just launched a really big piece of technology into the game, and it's getting a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of people. Yeah, game is bugging for everybody. Combat trailers are sexy, so you get it. They're also like the only gameplay they had going for them for a while. You know, if they wanted to do a demo in this game of like cargo, it would have literally just been them going to a kiosk, getting into a ship, flying to a new area, and then going to a kiosk. At least with combat, they could have some sort of variability with it, you know? Yeah, they added a 3.18 patch just a few days ago, and it's a big deal, but it is hurting a lot. Yeah, the login servers are just not really working. So that was engineering. We could talk, or guess that was kind of engineering on the planet side of things. Now I have a bunch of videos here where they talk about how it will be applied to spaceships. Not sure we're going to go through that though. Saturday statistics showed over 1.7 million players attempting to log on. No way. There's no way that 1.7 million players were trying to get into this game. That's insanity. Honestly, I don't believe that. If that is true, then I do understand why it's so messed up. That's an insane number of people for this game. This game's never been anywhere near that size. It seems an infrastructure thing more than the build itself from your perspective. Yeah. But I mean, it happens every single year. We always have a patch that drops that people are really hyped to get into, and it just, the game can't handle it. And I'm wondering how long are you going to let the actual numbers of people exceed your expectations, CIG? You're the most positive people ever. And that might not be what's happening. But if it is, I'm like, okay, when are we gonna stop this? Oh yeah, 10 dog, it is definitely getting annoying. 3 days, or 10 dag, sorry. Nice. Good old fashioned 30K. All right, I think I'm going to give this one more try. Blizzard's been messing up their launches for 20 years. Hey, we're better than Blizzard, all right? We don't have phones. Or is that an Activision thing? That was Blizzard that said that, right? Don't you guys have phones? Yeah, Star Jump. The industrial and commercial gameplay needs to get some love, especially cargo hauling. It was Activision Blizzard? Okay. Alright, I'm just going to try and load in on an actual server instead of on another person. Let's see what happens. I think Star Citizen has a big problem at the management level. Resource allocation always comes from managers and lead side, not the developer side. I mean, I'm certainly not going to get mad at the developers for this, you know? It's definitely, even if it wasn't a resource allocation thing, it's the making the call thing. Obviously, they'd have to make the call whether or not they want to, and even if it's a hard decision, but it's definitely not going to be on the devs to make the call or be in charge of this kind of stuff. Yeah, this is a stress ball, mainly because I suffer from a lot of regular anxiety. I've had this since we got back from California, but it's all deflated. I need a new one. Starfield will end Star Citizen. Oh, God. Yeah, dog. Blizzard said it, but it was Activision wearing Blizzard's corpse saying it in reality. Was Blizzard still good before Activision acquired it, or was it actually just not good? Because the only Blizzard game I think I was really involved in back then was StarCraft. Make the call for what? Patch releases. General anxiety from just stuff. We have a pretty wild life right now. I mean, not to say that it's any worse or better than anybody else's. It's just a lot of stuff going on for us personally that, yeah. that's what I'll say about that. PES is brand new tech. It's not easy to predict the math to figure out how the game will react with millions of people trying to log on. Well, I want to hear more about this millions of people thing. Level Cap just stopped his stream. I was going to send everybody over to his stream when we finished. Blizz was better before Activision. That sucks. What the hell? I loved StarCraft Brood War. So good. Did not like StarCraft 3 that much. But I guess a lot of people didn't. It's not a hot take. The gamers, what does that say? Gamers what? The gamers what? Why are you cutting me off? The Gamers Cube. Thank you for the sub with your Amazon Prime. Appreciate you. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. I hope you also feel better. Anxiety's not fun. Yeah, StarCraft. Oh, no, that was StarCraft 2. Never mind. StarCraft had all those expansions, and then it was StarCraft 2 that was split into 3 games. Are they doing this on purpose? What is the point of not properly working patch to implement to the game? Just why they have time to test everything too? They just don't. They can't get enough people to test it. So like PTU, like how many people in the chat went into the game for their stress test during the open PTU? That was them trying to plan for this. And they simply just don't get as many people trying to play the game as they do during a live release. So when the live release comes around, it goes from getting 50% of the people needed to adequately test their numbers to getting 200%, right? That's part of it. Another part is just that patch is unstable as it is. They made 1.5 million at the release of 3.18. Jeez, what were people buying? Access? Oh, we got people in chat getting in. Hey, I went back to the menu. Very nice. All right, I know I said one more time. We're going to try it just once more. All their stress tests were during the US prime time, so the rest of the world was sleeping. Yeah, they should have done it on like a Saturday at like 3 p.m. UTC. Time to stop defending Chris Roberts in CIG. After all this time, all we have is a fancy tech demo that doesn't work. Hey, speak for yourself. I'm still going to defend the game. It's pretty fun. I will definitely call out... I will call out shitty instances like this. This sucks. But I think anybody who universally calls for people to either defend or stop defending a group is probably not coming at it from an objective point of view. They do crappy things. They mess things up. They take a while to do things. They get things delayed. They also deliver some really nice stuff. They communicate pretty nice in at some points. And they are continuing to keep this game stable and in production. Wonder what Chris is doing now. I heard he's out on a vacation, kicking back, sipping margaritas, pina coladas on the beach, of course. How can they not see the amount of traffic on the website? Because I'm sure it is related. Absolutely not related. The website traffic won't even if the website traffic was the same as the game traffic, they still can't test the game from people going on the website. They have to get people into the PTU to test it. They have to find a way to do that. Whether that's awarding people with like in-game items or something, I don't know, but they got to find better incentives to stress test this kind of stuff before it goes live. Yeah, the communication surrounding the release was not very good. No. Chris is not actually on vacation. I don't know where Chris is. Try making a game while having a live version of the alpha at the same time. Not a simple task. That's one of the reasons that it's probably been so slow, huh? Nicole Vez, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you with the prime. Hey, it's Jay Fish. Yo, I was just going to raid you, man, after I was done with this, because as I'm sure may be the case with you, we're having some trouble. We're struggling. Thank you for the fish raid, though, dude. Oh, did my headphones just die? That's lame. I'm sure this is something that they're gonna try and improve from, because clearly they've gotten to the point where the PTU just can't scale big enough for them to understand what's going to happen with the live servers. I don't know if they need to figure out a way to make it easier for people to get into the PTU or what, but they've got to be able to stress test to avoid this kind of thing. Do they have to rely on people to join the PTU? Can't they simulate a stress scenario on the servers like when GPUs are benchmarked? Honestly, I don't know. I doubt it. Otherwise, I think they wouldn't be doing their stress tests on the PTU. They have ways of testing certain things like animations and functions in the game. I don't think they have a way of simulating an entire live server with a bunch of clients and stuff, though. Thank you, Jay Fish. What headphones are these? Arctis Pros. SteelSeries Arctis Pros. Don't think this is a stress test issue? Well, I certainly hope it is. Perhaps a recruitment drive. PTU needs you to become concierge now. PES game servers and login servers are all having unique issues. In the game, I don't know about. But getting into the game, I think, is something that has to do with stress. But maybe not. I'm not a developer. I'm just judging by the fact that it happens. It seems to happen not this bad, but things like this seem to happen around times when there's more hype. New patch releases, Invictus weeks, stuff like that. But it has never been like this. They can do headless client simulations, but that isn't always the same as actual use. Yeah, the Friday release wasn't a good look. that certainly doesn't help. Hey, Beastly Shizzled, thank you for the sub with Prime. Appreciate you. Listen up, folks. I think we're just about done for today. I have put in the effort. We got into the game once. It was something, but we'll have to wait until next time. We're going to try this again on Wednesday, but until then, I'll be working on New Player's Guide. Make sure to check out the new monthly report video over on the YouTube channel, the main channel, going over development in February, stuff looking past 3.18, what's coming in 3.19 and beyond. Also put out a podcast episode today. In fact, I'm going to drop that in the chat for you because it is a very good episode. I did it with Dead Leader, another YouTuber. We talked in depth about salvage gameplay, kind of what it is now and where it's going to go after this. I think there's going to be some pretty cool salvage gameplay coming up later in the year. So I'll drop that link in the chat for you if you'd like. Boom, bang. Bada boom. Go check that out if you're interested in the discussion. And we've got new gameplay coming out tomorrow with Void Dude. We did a little bit of drug running last week. Edited that into a video, so keep an eye out for that coming up. Otherwise, folks, I'll be live again on Wednesday. Having a good old time. Let me see who's online. Yeah, I'll be live again on Wednesday, hopefully getting into the game and starting out on our new player game experience thing. For anybody who hasn't heard, I'm going to be doing it. Basically, no flying. I can't fly any ships. I have to depend entirely on other people to take me to different places, to help me with professions, to make money, to get places, to transfer cargo. I'm going to see how possible it is for somebody to play this game and not have any sort of ship support. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'll be posting those to my second YouTube channel, but also be doing that live on the Twitch channel here. All right. Going to send the stream over to Lazy B today, since they're actually in the game. Somebody made this suggestion. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Yeah, I'm sending you all over onto the Astro Pub, the Astro Historian, actually, over on YouTube. So once this is done, you'll get kicked right on over there. And on Twitch, you'll be headed over to Lazy B. New player guides I do are great. Well, I'll have one out hopefully by the end of the week. Cheers to you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for so long, folks. This is like the most people I've ever had in a stream before. Sadly, it was during a loading screen. But you know what? It's the conversation that counts. Catch y'all later. Have a good one. Peace.